Hello, fans. Welcome to BBC World. So, let's talk boxing. First of all, if you're new to the channel, please click that like and subscribe button to this video right now. And of course, if you're already a subscriber of mine, click that like button right now, man. So, Efe Ajagba, a Nigerian prospect who has 10 fights, 9 knockouts, has cried out on social media, especially on Instagram, saying that fans should stop addressing him as the Nigerian nightmare. I didn't want to be addressed as the one and only. I love in Japanese, man. I love in Japanese. So, he posted on his Instagram page. This is what he has to say to fans. Say, hey fans from all over the world, please call me the one and only and not Nigerian nightmare. Thank you. I love in Japanese. You know what happened? You know what is going on right now, man? I don't want to make it about me, but I actually was the first person to call him the Nigerian nightmare. Like, I've never actually seen someone call him that other than me. And some people started calling him that through me. The reason why I call him the Nigerian nightmare and not the one and only is because I feel like, because he's a dangerous guy and has the viciousness of Samuel Peter, he has the fearlessness of Ike Ibiabuchi or Ike Ibiabuchi. He has the set skills of Dick Tiger. So, Efe Ajagba is a combination of Dick Tiger, Ike Ibiabuchi, and Samuel Peter. And Samuel Peter was the first guy to call himself the Nigerian nightmare, that's for sure, we all know that. And then you have Kamaru Usman, who is a champion in the UFC, a Nigerian, very proud as well. He calls himself the Nigerian nightmare as well. Nigerian nightmare refers to all fighters from Nigerian descent. We know that Samuel Peter was the first guy to use it because Ike Ibiabuchi called himself the president, not Nigerian nightmare. But Samuel Peter actually popularized that term, Nigerian nightmare, and here I call Ajagba the Nigerian nightmare, not the one and only, because I feel like he has, 3 different talents, 3 different potentials. He's blessed, by the legends of Nigerian boxing. You guys can see some Ike Ibiabuchi in Efe Ajagba. I think if he lives up to his full potential, he's going to do very well, Still very much young, young in the game. He's 25 years old, as you can see right here. People are kind of arguing that Efe Ajagba is older than 25. I don't know about that, but his age here say he's 25. I'm actually older than him anyway, but if you look at me and look at him, he looks way much older than me. That's why some people are kind of skeptical that he's not 25. He's more than that, but I think he's 25. Okay, I cannot say otherwise. I'm not experienced, so I cannot actually debate someone's age. But we all know Luis Sotis is 59 years old. That's a different case, a different scenario, because you can see that in Luis Sotis. But Ajagba, you can see that he's still very much young. And also Efe Apochi, he's much older than Efe Ajagba. He's a senior to Ajagba, and Ajagba respect him. But you look at Apochi and look at Ajagba, you would think Ajagba is holy, right? Let me see Apochi. Let's talk about Apochi. Yeah. Shout out to Efe Ajagba, by the way. You know, he's even though I don't like what he says sometimes, but he's a visionary in a way that he wants to achieve something. You know, he's very I think he's blessed. Why I say he's blessed? Because he has a very good trainer, Ronnie Chase, behind him, and his style. You know, he's very fitting for his size. This guy beat up Remoto Ching, you know, a guy who is much bigger than him. There's him here training. Is the Nigerian Pitbull. It's not like the Nigerian Pitbull. That's right a while. So the thing is that Ajagba has declared and has actually urged the fans, the global fans, to not call him the Nigerian Nightmare any longer. He want to be called, I want to be known as the one and only. The one and only might be a prophetic phrase, because when you talk about God, I think God is the only one and only, you know. But I can understand why he want to be called that, because he want to be known as the only Efe. Like, my name is Efe, you understand? That one and only doesn't really match up, you understand? I don't want to be a little bit too critical. I know it's just a nickname. I think it should stick with something like the Asorok. You know what I mean? The Asorok of Nigeria. You know, just stay with something like that. I know the one and only is also nice, but that looks a little bit too biblical, if you understand what I mean. I'm not a true believer like that, but I got a message from someone saying that why would Efe Ajagba want to compare himself to God? He says that God is only the being where you can call one and only, not a human being. But I don't know about that. You know, I just know that the guy said that it should have been called, it should no longer be called the Nigerian Nightmare. I will still call it the Nigerian Nightmare because to me, he has the shades of Aikibe Abochi, Dick Tiger, and Samuel Peter. So, but since he's publicly stated it now, I know I'm the only one that actually hyped him up with a new Nigerian Nightmare phrase. So maybe you guys should start calling him now the one and only. You know. So Ajagba will be fighting in June. We don't know who it will be against yet. You know, looking at his record now, he has a pretty good record. You know, beating Michael Valish actually helped his profile. And I think he will go far. You know, I support our Nigerian brothers, you know, whether I get along with them or not. Me and Ajagba, we don't really have issues. Someone wrote me yesterday saying that, oh, you have issue with Ajagba or what? I heard you. No, man, I don't have issue with a guy. You know, I interviewed Efe Ajagba on my channel. I don't have issue with a guy. Just there are people around him who don't like me, you know, who actually try to take down my channel sometime. They haven't tried yet now. They didn't try to do it again because they know I'm much stronger and I'm much more connected right now. But before they try to do it, I just kind of, you know, grew to dislike those people. But I don't have a problem with them personally. I just feel like if you don't like what someone is saying, you should just, you know, give the person an interview, because I have a platform whereby I can interview you and you give your thoughts. When I talked to Efe Ajagba, we had some very intellectual discussion, conversation, you know. There's no big deal. Efe Ajagba, aka the one and only, I think Boss Rec should try included here, you understand? They should try include it here so that people can kind of grow into it. Like if you go to Anthony Joshua's profile now, you see AJ there. He's the best heavyweight in Nigeria, #1. Wow, interesting. He has a 90% KO ratio. And yeah. Ajagba is a force to be reckoned with, guys. Like I always say, you know, he's a force to be reckoned with. And he's gonna do some really good stuff in every division, guys. I wish him nothing but the best. You know, I just wish he can try compose himself better. And also don't throw shades at the unified heavyweight king of the whole universe, Anthony Joshua, because at the end of the day, we're all Nigerians. You know, we've been Nigerian. No need to the throw shade or to the jab Joshua like that. You understand? Because Joshua made the heavyweight division great again. Without Joshua, the heavyweight division will be poor, bad, and it won't be exciting because you can see guys like Fury and Wilder are not willing to step up to fight the best. You know, Tyson Fury only gets the balls when it is fight week, and I don't think there will be any balls against him and Tom Schwartz, but I'm gonna watch it anyway. I'm a boxing fan, so I have to watch it. And as some of you already know, I love the heavyweight division, so I cannot actually wait towards that fight against Tom Schwartz. And also, I'm a huge fan of German boxing, but Tom Schwartz is not a credible opponent for Fury. Manuel Chow beats Tom Schwartz all day. That's just a fact, man. You know. So guys, what do you guys think? Ajagba has spoken his mind, saying that no one should call him the Nigerian Nightmare any longer. You know, he want to be known as the one and only. So that's quite cool, quite nice. And so give it a thumbs below, like the video, share, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And of course, go follow me on Instagram at Boxing Block Center, and as well on Twitter at Boxing Block. Cheers, everyone.